Shawn Levy, this film had me laughing and also made me a blubbering mess. Thank you.
Well, I'm sorry, and you're welcome.
I saw on your Instagram, you had up a photo and your caption was, "My inner child got to make a movie using his outside voice." How does that feel?
Well, first of all, thank you. I'm really pleased with that caption. Captions are tough.
Yes,
They're hit
they
and
are.
miss, but I knew as I came up with that one and ran it by one of my 4 daughters, she's like, "Oh, that's a good caption." So thank you for noticing and quoting it. It's the honest truth about how I feel about this movie. I literally got to make the kind of movie I would have loved as a kid, but also the kind of movie that has everything I want to play with as an adult filmmaker. A movie that could be an adventure built for delight and spectacle, but also service these deeply emotional themes that I always believed could be widely relatable and resonant. And to hear your reaction, to hear that from so many people who are finally now starting to see the movie, that emotional response to the movie, it's really gratifying.
But this could never have happened without friends. And again, I went back to your Instagram and I liked another quote there, Shawn. You put up a photo of yourself, Ryan Reynolds, and Hugh Jackman. And you said, "You know what friends do? They show up." Thank you, Hugh Jackman, for coming out and supporting the Adam Project. But Shawn, they do more than that. They share. And if it wasn't for Hugh Jackman, we wouldn't have this great Shawn Ryan Reynolds partnership, would we?
I know. Well, it's true. And if you want to get really meta and weird about it, what's crazier is that I later yesterday noticed Ryan's Instagram and the fact that he used almost identical words in his post about Hugh Jackman, which shows you the degree to which Ryan and I are mind and soul melded at this point, that even our captions are identical without us collaborating. Hugh had told me since Real Steel, Hugh has said, "Mate," I won't try and do his accent, but he said, "Mate, if you and Ryan ever make a movie together, you won't stop." And he just somehow knew that Ryan and I would gel and just kind of connect in a way, both as guys and as creatives, that would be really special. And it's exactly what happened. And yes, thank you to Hugh for sharing. And now in return, I now need to be the guy who unites all 3 of us on a movie.
I was going to say, will there, this is your second in a row with, so what are you doing? What are you doing about that?
It's going to happen, and it will be me who directs it.
Oh, I cannot wait for that. And you're making a lot of reunions happen as well, because 13 going on 30 fans are going to be so excited because we finally get to see Jennifer Garner and Mark Ruffalo united again. What was it like seeing them back on screen playing a couple?
I'm going to answer you in one sec, but I want to make sure I didn't mishear your last question. Were you asking whether Ryan, Hugh, and I would ever work together on something?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, that is a yes. I couldn't tell if you actually mentioned what movie it was going to be, because that I don't yet know.
Oh, I was going to say, are you giving us an exclusive here, Shawn?
No. I don't yet know the answer to that one. It's just a mission statement in general. When I picked Mark for the movie, and then a little while later, Jen, stupidly, I guess, I didn't even realize I was reuniting Jenna and Maddie from 13 going on 30. It was Ryan who pointed out, you realize you're giving the world what they've been waiting 18 years for. So that was a delightful bonus.
Shawn, another thing, there's so many great things about this film, but a lot of them come down to the casting, because if not casted right, this would not have worked. Where did you get Walker from? Because
Walker is it. Walker is literally, if that kid is only fine, the movie cannot be more than fine.
Yeah.
But we got a kid who was magic and makes the movie a little bit magic, because we did a global search, same cast and director, Carmen Cuba, with whom I do Stranger Things. So she's already, like a Jedi master at talent search for young new talent. But Walker was this revelation, has never done any professional acting in his life, was super talented, but the true bonus that we did not realize when we hired him is he is a Deadpool fan galore. So he has been studying the Ryan delivery style for years. So I did not need to teach him how to play young Ryan. He already knew.
It was like, Shawn, they were cut from the same cloth. I was like, this is like we're watching a mini Ryan in process.
I know.
And like Ryan was really good at that as well, wasn't he? When, Walker was having issues, would you call Ryan and Ryan would help him with the delivery?
Yeah. Did someone tell you that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what it was is Walker got very bonded to me, but really, really bonded to Ryan because Ryan is Deadpool and the movie star and just overall way more captivating than me.
No.
But Ryan wrapped the movie and we still had a week to go. So Ryan's back in New York. We're still filming in Vancouver. And there was like a scene that somehow it wasn't quite working. So we just FaceTimed Ryan. And I was like, Ryan, how would you say this line? And he would show Walker on FaceTime how he would say the line, and Walker could literally spit it out exactly like that. So it was definitely, it was an incredible resource to have.
That's amazing. I love how all the cast came together. And I think that shows on screen as well. But, this is all about time travel and going back to, your younger self. Your first listed credit on IMDb is all the way back in 1997, and it's for Address Unknown.
Oh
What would the director Shawn back then think of director Shawn now, and what would you say to each other?
Well, 1997, Shawn, fresh out of film school, would probably say to me, holy shit, it all worked out. Because the career that I now have is the career I was dreaming of then. And I mean, certainly I've worked my tail off to build and build and build and grow and stretch and all of that. But I remember that film, Address Unknown, I won't name the number with you, but like, I remember what they paid me. It was next to nothing. I didn't give a crap. They were going to give me a movie to direct and I didn't need to pay them. I already consider that a win. And so the fact that I'm still doing this job and working with the scale and talent of creatives that I get to go to work and collaborate with, it is my dream come true.
A lot of people are watching you going, you're living my dream. Besides a lot of hard work, because it does come down to grafting, how did you make it work?
So some of that is luck and timing, and obviously so. I never presumed that I was smarter, more talented, more gifted than the person next to me. I always assumed that I needed to want it more, work for it more, hustle for it more. And I've always been a grinder in that way. And it's the only way I knew how to chase my dream. So that might not be the secret for everybody, but for me, there was no other option.
And you have worked on amazing stuff, including, there's Anticipation. It's up here. It's fever pitch. Stranger Things. I stalked you. Can you tell? I was on your Instagram again, and with your Stranger Thing poster, you had Every Ending Has a Beginning. Volume 1 is coming out on the 27th of May. Volume 2 will be out on the 1st of July. How are you feeling about that?
Well, we're not, I try not to preemptively get sad. So right now, the reality is we are hair on fire, toiling away to get season 4 finished and exceptional and out to you all in the world. So my focus is very much there. Then I think it will hit me when I'm filming season 5 and I'm on set with those actors and we're doing that with the knowledge that, oh, this is the last season. I think then it'll hit me, and I suspect that will be deeply bittersweet because it's changed all our lives, but we also want to end things when we know we can stick the landing, and we're confident we can do that, but not if we just run on indefinitely.
Shawn, did you ever think, though, when season 1 came out, you knew you had something special, but did you ever think it'd be running for 5 seasons?
No, I didn't even know I knew it was great. That's all I knew. When I read the script, I knew it was great and I needed to help get it made. And then when we made it, I knew it was great and I didn't know if anyone will watch. So all of this is so beyond conception, beyond prediction. But I'm happy that I'm at a stage in my career, in my life, where I take none of it for granted.
Well, Shawn, we're looking forward to that. But in the meantime, we do have the Adam Project. And I'm also looking forward to the Ryan, Hugh, Shawn Project as well.
There you go. Untitled, Jackman, Levy, Reynolds.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.